Hi everyone, welcome back to the Western Centurion channel on this beautiful and glorious Sunday afternoon. It really is like a bit like a, what do they call it? Indian summer, especially after the last few days we've had where it's been quite miserable, cold and quite a bit of rain, which has hampered me here in the garage, hence why this is a week later that I'm actually making this video of the fourth and final stage of the garage flooring. But it's done, it's finished. And I'll take it all around in a minute so you can see it, so you can see what I've actually accomplished in here. But it's another step closer to getting the baseboards up and actually starting to lay some tracks. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited. But first, before I show you around, I have a big confession to make regarding my last video of the barbecue. Yeah, and firstly, I suppose, apologies to everybody that shall we say, got a bit hungry after watching it. I must admit that it did look really nice, but I did make a big boo-boo on it. I got all my measurements wrong for the marinade on the ribs. They were cooked perfectly, but the marinade, whoa, boy, that that was oh god, that was a big failure. I got my measurements wrong. Ordinarily I use teaspoons as measurements, but for some bizarre reason this time, and it's nothing to do with alcohol, I swear on that, I used tablespoons. So when I come around to put the chilli in, I use a tablespoon. So a whole tablespoon of chilli went into that marinade. I think you can see where I'm going with this. And the paprika, a whole tablespoonful of paprika. And what made it even worse, it was hot paprika, and I didn't even notice that. So I blame it on the garage, because the garage has been on my mind all the time. It really has. I'm just trying to get this floor completed. But yeah, by the time it's cooked, after I finished the video, I took the plate of food in, sat down, and at the first piece of meat off the rib, oh my god, that blew my head off. It's quite revolting, to be honest. It wasn't just the heat, but it was just the intensity of the flavour from the paprika and that chilli. So I won't be doing that again. So no, that wasn't enjoyable. That went straight in the bin. The chicken with the shop brought marinade, that was revolting. God knows why, but it just wasn't right. So I only had, well, nearly one piece of chicken, but I couldn't eat the rest of that, so that had to go in the bin as well. The only good thing was the corn. That was lovely, cooked beautifully in the husk. So with a little bit of butter with it, yeah, that went down well. That sort of like did me anyway. So total disaster really. I'm really sorry. It looked absolutely nice, but it wasn't. So yeah, and thank you very much for all your comments. Really appreciate them as always. They're absolutely fabulous. They do make me laugh. But back to the garage. All right. I will stop now, get the camera off the tripod, and I'll take you around the garage so you can see what's happened. Okay. So see you again in a moment. Bye. And here it is. Garage flooring in all of its glory, and most importantly, finished. Hallelujah! And about time as well. It's taken me what, 4 days I suppose in total to get it done, but boy, it's been worth it. I think the only thing that's actually creaking is me, because I'm actually cream crackered from doing this. Got myself into some positions I never thought I'd ever have to get into, and my bones aren't used to it, but yeah, every little bit of pain has been worth it. I'll just quickly take you around. I'm not sure there's actually much you can actually show about a floor once it's down, but this is it. It's done, it's done, it's done. Woo! We've got a little section there next to the patio doors. I'm going to buy some angled, I don't know what you call it, it's wood, angled at 90 degrees. to fit along there. I'll probably put that down after I've painted the floor, or if I put it down before I paint the floor, I'll have to paint that as well. And that will go the same over here with this door. God, that's really bright. What a beautiful day, isn't it? I didn't have to buy another piece of wood or bit of flooring in the end, because I managed to make that up out of some offcuts. So really happy with that. And after all, it's only a garage floor, so it doesn't matter. I did do a boo-boo over here, but managed to wangle my way out of that with some more offcuts. So yeah, really happy with what's come out. So obviously after this then, oh by the way, no creaks and groans, is there? Look, walking all over it, perfect. Yeah, so the next phase is get this wall done along here. How am I going to do that? I've had some ideas, but I'm really not sure. I've got some of this wood up here. I'm not sure if I'll show you this wood here. That I believe is 4 inch by 2 inch. And I originally thought about putting that like from that column across to that column, and obviously the insulation behind. And if I got enough of that wood going from column to column, obviously I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe, and then fitting 12mm ply to it to make the walls. But I'm just a little bit worried that on here, on this bit, it'll be stuck out about there. It might actually start, not bowing, but it might bend with pressure on it. So obviously I'd have to put a packer behind it, but then that packer will need to be fitted, secured to the wall. The more I think of it, the more I think maybe that's not the best idea. Plus obviously that takes another 2 inches of the room away from those pillars. Bearing in mind I've got to do the same here, and those pillars come away from the wall about 4.5 inches, so it's 4.5. This side that will be 9 inches altogether, then add another 4 inches, 10, 11, 12, 13. So straight away I'll have lost 13 inches in the width, which is over a foot. Which will mean that down here, instead of being 11 foot, that will be 10 foot. And that will be 11 foot instead of 13 foot down that side. So it's quite a lot. I'll tell you, 12 inches, when you're talking model railways, is quite a bit of space to lose. So I'm still debating on that, and giving myself a few headaches and sleepless nights trying to think about how I'm going to do that. So if any of you got any ideas of what I can do so I don't lose too much space. But the one thing I can't do is keep these pillars, as in I don't want them like a feature in the garage. So I already know I'm going to lose 4.5 inches. That's fine, because the space behind them is pretty useless anyway, and I need the insulation in there. So if I put the insulation and everything, let's say I'd probably come to about 1 inch. So all I'd have is 1 inch of this showing, so it doesn't matter if I lose that. But if I have to lose the 12 inches, then that's fine. I'll do that. I'll finish it all off. So yeah, any ideas on that? Really appreciate it. Alright, so I think that just about settles me up at the moment. Oh, no, actually I'll just come back to these tools again. This little baby here. Have a good look. I tell you, it's a good investment to invest in some relatively decent tools if you're going to do a project like this. This saw cost me £50, reduced from 70, and a bargain. And it's so quiet. unbelievably quiet. I was using this at 7 o'clock this morning. Remember, it's a Sunday. I had the doors in the garage closed, and at 7 o'clock I was using it, and even Debbie didn't hear it, and now she's got ears of a bat and she can hear everything, and she did not hear me using this. Unbelievable. And I'll show you the box. It cuts through everything. That one blade cuts through just about everything, and including wood with nails in, which you don't have to worry about. So I perfect accompaniment for your toolbox. And again with the jigsaw, it's got a laser on it as well. I haven't used that. I don't find I have any need to use it because I haven't used it for obviously long straight lines. I use that for the long straight lines. And a decent drill for masonry work. Now I have two battery drills. They're going to be going soon because the batteries just don't last on them at all, hardly anything at all. But again, they were cheapish when I bought them. A good make, but they're absolutely no good. So this Bosch is what I use for masonry work, and in the end I actually use it to put the screws in, because my battery drills up here, I think I might do a name and shame. One's a 14.4 volt and the other one behind is an 18 volt, and those batteries, I'll be lucky if one of those batteries lasted me 2 of these floorboards putting screws in. Absolutely terrible. So they'll be down a recycling centre one day, and I'll get myself a decent battery drill. But yeah, very important, get the correct tools to start with, and you'll find your life a lot easier when you come to do something like this. Alright, so that's it from me. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. That's my hard hat. And I hope you all have a great week at work, except for those of you who are retired. Then you have a lovely week at home. And I'll try and get another video up next weekend regarding what I've decided to do with the walls. Alright, thank you very much, and see you again soon. Bye.